Hey everybody, and today I'm going to be doing a dollhouse tour, and so let's get straight into it. Just before we start, I wanted to let you know, if you haven't already subscribed to me, please go do that and like this video. So yeah, let's get started. So the first room I'm going to be showing you guys is Mia, Isabel, and Evelyn's room. So down here we have Mia's dog, and he's just sitting on this little bed. Then here we have a bag hanging on the bed. The bed I made myself with my Nana. Mia and Evelyn sleep on this half. All the pillows have fallen, but I can fix that easily. So this comforter is from IKEA, and same with the back pillow. That is from McDonald's, that is from our generation, McDonald's, and I got this a really long time ago, so I don't know where I got it from. Here is Jazz's bed, and on Jazz's, her comforter is from Build-A-Bear, and I got it a really long time ago, but it has little ballerinas on it, so I thought it'd be perfect for Jazz, who is actually an Isabel doll. So yeah, here's her cat, Tutu. He's just sitting on the bed, and then this little ball thingy, I guess you could call it a ball of yarn. On her bed, she has pillows. One came with the set, the other one's from our generation, one of them is from McDonald's, and that toy I got from my dad, and I don't know where he got it. So the next biggest piece in the room is the My Life desk from Walmart, and on it I just have a bunch of toys here and stuff that came with it. Back here I have the calendar and the map, the lamp, book, desk, another book, a candle. In these drawers, in here I have a hair extension and a book. And in this drawer, I have a pair of headphones I made and just some random stuff and some stickers. The chair is here, and then there is a rug on the ground. Here I have a dresser kind of thing for the dolls. So on it, this shelf is Mia's shelf, this one's Isabel's, and I have some shoes, which are Evelyn's. And then they all share this top, and there's just a bunch of random knickknacks on it. On the walls, I have posters. I'm not done decorating this room because I just switched it with another room, so I'm eventually going to put more posters and stuff on the wall. This is the kitchen and the living room. Here I have the kitchen set from Journey Girls, and I just have a bunch of cutlery, bowls and stuff, things you use every day. So yeah, and then this also lights up if I show you, and it just makes the sound of sizzling bacon. This drawer doesn't open, unfortunately. In here there's a cake. In the fridge there is food and some drinks. Back here is the table from our generation, and on it I just have their lunch set up here. Here is a little table, and they're just two boxes, and I have a bunch of food on it and some drinks, and then down here I have a picnic basket, a ball, and some chips. So this is the living room portion. Down here on the ground, I just have the pets' food bowls. I have a couch I made, which was my first craft. I have a blanket, which is actually, I'm using it for a rug. I have the set from American Girl, the TV set, and then I just have some knickknacks here. Back here I have a unit set, or I guess you could call it a shelf, and I just display stuff, and then there's a hope sign above it. And then here I have the coffee table with a remote and a box. The wall is actually pieces of paper that I taped together on the other side, and I can take them off if I want and tape them on. It's just so the TV set looks good and there's a wall there. So this is the mud room / entryway, and here's the taped stuff. I know it doesn't look the best, but I don't really use this room that much. So down here I have some coasters, which I actually use for decoration. I have a stool here, the washing machine. I know there's no lighting in here because there's no light, but that's okay. Down here I have some shoes, and I have a coat rack with some bags and some coats on it. So that is the first floor, and now to the second floor. So here's the first room on the second floor, and in this room I have a bed, which is from IKEA, and I painted white. Here I have a bag, and in this room Leah and Julie sleep in here. So yeah, their bedding is from Build-A-Bear again, and it's a sleeping bag, but I turned it into like bedspread. Their pillows, all of them I made, and then the two stuffies, that one my friend gave me, and that one is from McDonald's. There's Julie's skateboard that I made. On the floor, there's actually a blanket, but I used it as a rug again, and then the slippers are from Build-A-Bear. This is their dresser type thingy. I'm still working on it. So above there is all their exploring stuff, which Leah has, because she's exploring. That is Julie's half, and she has a basketball and just some stuff that came with her. And then Leah has like a hacky sack, and I think that's a cheetah, and then some shoes. And then this is their nightstand. Technically, that monkey fell over. And they just have a bunch of stuff on it. And then down here is Julie's pet bunny, Nutmeg. On the walls, they just have some lighting fixtures, a poster, another poster. That's a sign for Julie, and then a peace sign. So that is Julie and Leah's room. This is the bathroom. I think the tiniest room in the house, but it still holds a lot of stuff. So here's the toilet, which I have to paint white. Up here I have a shelf I glued to the wall, and it just has a bunch of stuff on it that the dolls use every day. Here is the mirror and the sink. I made the mirror myself, and same with the sink and the cabinet. It actually is just a tissue box, so you just throw stuff into the sink. The sink is still a work in progress. I don't have the faucet yet, but there's a hairbrush, a toothbrush, and a piece of soap in there, and the toothpaste has fallen in there, so I'm sorry about that. Here's the tub from our generation, and that's really what's on the tub. And then down there, there's some slippers and a mat, and then I have the robe that came with the tub hanging up there. So that is the bathroom. This is my school room. It's not going to stay a school room forever, but until I get like more dolls and stuff. But it's just this room for now. So here's the teacher's desk, which is an American Girl box, and then I have a computer on it. I have this chair I made, a picture above the desk. Over here I have a chest, which holds some stuff. This is the desk for the students. I have a book with a marker or pencil crayon. I have a backpack, another book, and then there's a locker in the back of the room. So that is the second floor, and now onto the third floor. So here's the salon, the first room on the third floor. I don't have my roof on yet, but I'll eventually have it on. Down here I have a bag, and the salon is actually like a store. Here's the salon chair from our generation. Back there I have the American Girl caddy, and in here I just have some clips. In here I have nail polish stuff, bobby pins, and then here I have scrunchies. And in this bin here I have some nail polish there. I have big clips and some doll earrings. My hairbrush and spray bottle are actually in my bedroom right now, and same with all the dolls. But here I have my blow dryer, a little hair elastic, and then a iron. This is the waiting area. Oh, and there's also a towel hanging on the caddy. This is the waiting area where the guest waits to do their hair, to get their hair done. So I have an emoji pillow here, and this is actually just a bench, and then I put this thing from our generation on top. Then this table just has some magazines I made on it. And then separating the two rooms is the TV and that box there. So this is the kind of room where they hang out, and it just has a snack bar and stuff. I guess you could call it the theater room. So here I have the TV I made, and this candle down here actually turns on if I can get it to go. There we go. It turns on. So that's really cute. Back there I have a box, well, board games, and they're just made out of like paper. I have this giant box here, and on top of it I have a bunch of knickknacks. Here's a coffee table, which I don't know why it's not in the center of the room, but I think it looks best here. I have some popcorn on it, a sandwich, a Rockets, and a Sprite bottle. And then this is a picnic blanket, but I use it as a rug. And over here I have the snack bar with a bunch of snacks in it. And in the fridge there's just some soda and stuff. And then here is a couch with the remote on it and some pillows. So this is the art room slash storage room, and I just have this giant, I don't know what you call this, separating room. Here I have some hangers, but I don't have any doll bags hanging on it because they're all in different rooms. This is a easel that I have, and there is a canvas on it and some paint. Here is a bag from our generation. I have this beanie chair thingy, and it's the panda. I have this book which says art in it, and there's just a paint tube and a crayon. And here is a box that is a table, and then there's a bag here. This is a stuffy I got from my dad. There's a crutch here. The other one is broken, so I have to fix it. This is a sculpture, and this is a remote. Here's a measuring tape that's actually a keychain. Some balls. One of them's a bowling ball. The other one I don't know. There's a chest here that just holds up the shelf because for some reason it's not glued in place. And then here is a Smurf. So that is the last room on the 3rd floor. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please give this video a like, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to me. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!